Becker is an idiot.
John Becker here, the racist doctor.
I am still stoned. That was really good posh.
Here's a real puzzler. Hate Danish cheese, love cheese Danish.
This is Dr. John Becker. He's the one you're angry with.
You know something? You are the one that's making this about Puerto Ricans.
Penis. Deal with it.
Jones.
218-330-8004.
It's me, Tilly, motherfucker. Welcome to the
Fun
number
fact,
one.
Paul Wall. Shut the fuck up. Fun fact,
dare
Paul
you.
Wall is my second cousin.
That was a Blunts with Becker fun fact. Did you know? And we'll be testing you this at our live show whenever that happens. Who is Kyle's
January 11th.
famous second cousin? And you wouldn't even, yeah. Thanks for interrupting.
Wouldn't be able to
intro
tell,
for
would
that.
you?
I mean, I see some resemblance. You got your grills on right now. Or your teeth kind of look like you've had grills on them for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's just my teeth.
Okay.
That's just my teeth at this point. Yeah.
Probably drinking
Did
too
you ever
much
used to take a
coffee.
gum wrapper and no, I stopped drinking coffee. Did you ever take a gum wrapper and suck it around your teeth, made it look like you had a grill?
Yes, I did. I also did the Capri Sun cell phone trick. You know, turn your Capri Sun pouch into
fuck
a
is
cell
that?
phone. You finish your Capri Sun, you fold it over. Now you got a cell phone.
Pretty shitty childhood, eh? You know what we had? We had real phones.
Well,
We was
look,
talking on bricks.
like real bricks off the ground, or cocaine bricks.
Yeah. Whatever it manifested. Welcome.
To the number one podcast
Welcome.
in the motherfucking world that primarily focuses on blunts and 90s hit sitcom Becker. I'm your
Is
host.
Seal your second cousin?
No, Seal is not my second cousin. Montel Jordan.
Your first?
Everyone knows I'm related to Montel.
R. Kelly put a PD in your belly?
Whoa. Put a PD?
Put a pee-pee.
Put a PP. I'm gonna cut that.
The number one.
I'm Michael Morton.
I'm having an existential crisis.
And that's Kyle Konachek. And man, do we have an episode planned for you guys? It's filled with magic, wonder,
Hopefully it's over
wisdom. Yeah, I do gotta pick up my kid.
quick. And a little bit of sriracha bottom.
Oh, you got a sriracha bottle there?
Yeah, I've been hitting it every now and then.
Just the fumes, the sriracha fumes. Did you know about that whole thing where the you remember when the sriracha plant exploded?
They protested it because it was fucking, it like
let
burned
off
people's retinas and shit.
it let off a bunch of sriracha gas into the sky.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
motherfuckers was just like walking their dog and then just getting
Wasn't that in
singed.
California? Where was that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was in Cali, I think.
Cali. That's what you call it?
That's what I call it. I call it Cali. I'm cool like that. You know?
I call it the Fornia.
Oh. Like I always called Colorado Colo.
Colo?
Colo.
People in Colorado who are born here, I used to call it Colorado.
Colorado. The Rado.
Colorado.
Yo,
Yeah.
you trying to hit the Rado? Hitting that Rado?
Colorecto Rado.
All right, we're off to a great start, guys.
Anyways,
And,
yeah, this shit sucks.
no, we're doing great. Man, what an episode. And you know, we are surprisingly, if you can believe it, one episode away
Oh God.
from the season finale of the
What does
first
that mean
season
for us?
of Becker. Well, we're in the
Is it
middle
gonna
of our
end over
second
this?
season. We're in the middle of our second season, technically. So there's a little bit
Yeah,
of
because there's
weird
20
trickery.
fucking episodes.
So we ended our first season last October, the 28th. After
Did we?
about 13
I don't think we ever
episodes.
officially ended it, did we?
No.
Is
but
that
if
when we
you're-
just
if you're paying
disappeared for a
attention-
bit?
Yeah, if you're paying attention to the feed, you would see that when we resumed recording in May, it came out as season 2.
Oh.
So we will still be continuing our season 2 until we reach our season 2 conclusion. But
What happens after that?
we will start season 2 of Becker whilst in our season 2.
Oh, fuck.
Isn't that exciting, guys? It's a pretty exciting thing here. Pluto TV has, of course, all of the seasons of Becker,
8 of them?
all 8 of them. So we can just
God
go
damn
on
it.
and on and on to the break of dawn. To the break of dawn. Until we don't exist anymore.
That might be by season 3, episode 2
We should just like
of
one
our
day-
show, not Becker.
which will come out in February. So
Season 3?
episode 2 of our show, probably, with the rate in
You're going
which
to
we.
confidently announce February?
No, I don't know.
I'm
No,
gone.
no, I don't know. I don't know
I
what
see
the
what you're
count.
saying. I'll be in New York in January.
Yes, we will have a actual live taping of Blunts with Becker coming in January.
It's crazy. We should do video of it.
We should do video of it. We also
Put it on Spank Bang.
something that's happening. OnlyFans,
Spank Bang just hit you?
WikiFeet, whatever you feel like doing.
My free cams.
Yeah, Cho. X Hamster Live.
What if we just popped up there?
We just
Some dude's
create
looking to beat it
we
to some
cre-
woman. Yeah.
We create an
And
X
then he's just like,
Hamster
"What the
Live
fuck is
account.
this?"
Couples.
Yeah.
We put it under couples.
Yeah, we're just sitting. We're just sitting there
Sitting there watching
talking
Becker.
about Becker.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be dope.
Shit's erotic.
It is erotic. I'm hard. So anyway, we last year around this time recorded a Halloween themed episode. And any real fans of the podcast, you guys know that we got some things in the vault. It's like a Disney vault.
That never came out.
It never came out, never aired, never
Holy
before
shit.
heard. Halloween.
I've never heard it.
Kyle never heard it.
You ain't got no pillowcase on that pillow?
No, I don't.
Was that thing white when you bought it? It's a nice Mountain Dew urine color for nobody that
I
can
mean,
see
this
it,
is my
which
piss
nobody
pillow.
but
Are you
me.
talking about my piss pillow? This is my piss pillow.
Is that the one you hold in your arms, and then when you have to urinate in the middle of the night,
Oh
you
yeah,
kinda
I just
move it down?
blast it in there. I got a special little hole. All right.
So the other one was yellow when you bought it, and now it's white, right?
Well, that's my pillow for other stuff.
Do you have any pillowcases on those?
I just did laundry, okay? I just did laundry, so
That's
everything's
bullshit.
kind of
Oh
naked
fuck,
right
that
now.
reminds me. My laundry's sitting there right now.
Everything is kind of naked. I put a new sheet on, but I didn't put new pillowcases on. Either way, we have a new new old bonus episode that will be coming out around Halloween time. I would say that we'd have
It's
a
pretty
new
much
episode of
Halloween
Blunts with
time.
Well, I would say we'd have a new episode of Blunts with Becker that would be Halloween themed for this year, but we come out
It's
with
not
this
gonna happen.
whenever.
This one will be pretty spooky.
It is, yeah.
Spooky.
We should have just made it this one where I just like throw in the
Yeah.
old spooky sounds, but yeah, you know what? Fuck that.
We'll record the Halloween one this week and then release it next year on Halloween.
Lock it up in a vault. That'd be a good idea. I
Your
think we
hard
should do
drive will
that.
be dog shit by then.
Oh please! As many times as this fucking external's been dropped on the ground, I will not have access to any of these files.
Thank God.
It'll all be destroyed.
Anyways,
So look
Halloween
out for that.
epi.
Look out for the Halloween from last year.
You're gonna have 2 episodes to listen to, you fucking losers.
if you
Good
do
luck.
that, I mean, come on.
If you listen to them back to back, I'll pay you $100.
Kyle will pay you $100. Submit your cash apps.
It'll have to be a cashier's check, but I assume that's all right.
Do you take WIC?
Mm-hmm. Do they
It'll
have
help
WIC
us
in your
out.
local area?
Yeah. Food stamps. So I guess now is a better time than any to talk about what we're smoking today, Kyle. What are we smoking today? And I thought a lot about
Now is a better time
I was thinking a lot
than
about
any.
than any time ever in the history of times. Last week we had a difficult time figuring
New York
out
Times.
what
What we're hitting on?
what our background music is gonna be for.
Oh,
We
I thought you meant for what we were smoking, because we both didn't know what we were.
I knew I was smoking trash weed, which again, spoiler alert.
Oh
But-
wow.
We were trying to figure out exactly what our background music is gonna be. So
I
for
still
this
like the
week-
Pauly Shore, but
I
whatever.
do like the Pauly Shore, but I thought we'd try something new to commemorate, the U.S. government no longer enforcing marijuana charges on a federal level.
Mm-hmm.
How about a little interview from
Free the boys.
a little interview from the old man himself, just in the background, just him,
Mr. Biden?
serenading us with his.
So
dulcet-
you're gonna talk shit about him last week, and then
And most importantly,
I think you
Listen.
should do Bill Clinton.
right now, if you seek to purchase a weapon and you have a background check, you don't get an answer back.
I like that.
Let's honor Joe Biden by
playing
going way
a-
back to
a
Bill Clinton.
different by playing a different president entirely.
So that's what
Yeah.
I proposed initially when the law passed, the so-called Brady.
Isn't his voice so soothing though?
It is. It really is. Especially if he like talks in between playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
I understood why she let him put that cigar in her haha.
Wait a second.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Bill?
I had anal sex with that woman. That's different.
Extended interview from President Bill Clinton. Oh, this is from 9 years
Ooh,
ago,
it's
so
extended.
it doesn't sound as old.
President Bill
9
Clinton,
years
thank you
ago
for
was
talking
pretty
with
old.
us. We're here, of course, at the Clinton Global
Glad to do it,
Initiative.
Jamie.
And we'll talk about that. But first, some questions on the news of the day. The terrible, horrific attack in Kenya on a mall, a group of terrorists. Scores are dead, over 100 wounded. What is this?
All right,
say
so
about
what
What are you smoking on?
these groups that
What are you
say
smoking
they're
today, Kyle?
inspired by Al Qaeda?
Well, El
I am
Shabaab's been
enjoying
doing a lot
some
of damage
nice
in that part of the world for a long
purple
time, and they
papaya
attempted to
punch.
take over Somalia.
It'll
They were
punch you
manipulating government for
in your
some
papaya
years
and leave you
across the
purple.
border into
Talk about a
Somalia to try to
PPP
keep
loan.
them from causing trouble in Kenya.
Politics.
So they clearly have been looking
What
for
is that? Is that
opportunity to
sativa, indica?
exact retribution.
That would
and
be
it's a terrible thing, and
an
all
Indica.
those innocent people, as we were talking
For
before
the
the
first time in a very long
interview
time I've done
started,
those.
we
It's
lost
a total
one
THC
our
of
foundation's people,
17.77.
one of our health
Dope.
access
I like it.
workers who was a wonderful Dutch
I'm
lady. She was there in
smoking
Nairobi
some
because
Regs again,
she was about to have a
and
baby,
it's
and
been
she and
rough.
the baby's father were just
It's
strolling
been
through
kind
the
of a
mall. It's tragic.
Reg-tober.
Is this the kind of thing, though, that
Can you
you
smell
just have
that?
to expect is going to happen?
Guys,
Well,
if you have your
yes and no. That is,
nasal microphones, now it's
I
time to
know
plug
that
them in.
since
Someday.
President Obama's been there, when President
It's
Bush
coming.
was there,
They're gonna find a way to transport.
And if you've
smell.
got your pocket coochie,
it's
plug
not
that
like
in
baseball.
too.
You don't get credit for
We're
saves.
setting
You
that
gotta
thing
kinda
up to 30
keep it
miles
from
per
everybody.
hour, baby.
But these things happen.
50 strokes a second.
Even more people killed. I
Damn.
remember 15 years
That
ago
shit'll
in
rip
the
your skin off,
embassy
boy.
bombings.
RPM,
Bombs
rectal
exploded
pulse meter.
outside the embassies in Kenya and in Tanzania. And
All right, and that's
So
what
you're
we were
doing
smoking
regs. That
today.
sucks.
I've been very
Yeah.
impressed with the Kenyan
Yeah, I mean,
You
it
should
got,
just
it got
stop
me
doing it
buzzing.
until you level up.
firmness and dignity.
It got me buzzing.
That's because it
it's
has
for
fucking
free.
pesticides on it.
Syria,
You got it for free?
another very troubled
Well, yeah,
part of
it's
the world.
You found it on the
Right now,
ground?
There's this
Yeah,
active
yeah,
initiative underway to get the Syrians.
Yeah, I
Damn,
found
you're
it in
down
the
bad.
back
You're
of
getting
a
weed for
7-Eleven.
free from
Weapons.
family.
What effect, if
Yeah,
any, do you think this
they
has
set up a
had,
GoFundMe.
perhaps, on the
That's crazy.
Iranian government?
Your mother was
Which
just
now
like, damn.
seems to be saying
Mike
that
is
she
struggling.
She asked her
That
friends
roach
for
is
work.
about.
It's
Let me see that roach again.
stockpile.
Well, if it's
So you're
true,
smoking just the butt of it.
and I think
That's all paper.
I'm
the Syrian
basically
effort
just
on
hitting the
chemical weapons has
fucking
merit.
Does that have a filter in
In
it?
of itself.
filter. I'm just hitting
Because we
all raw
wanna
filter, resin
not
and
have
raw
chemical
filter. That's what
warfare
I'm
in
in.
the 21st century.
You know what they
But
should
the
do? You
larger
know what
hope is that
Raw should
once
do? Is come out with a
Syria
filter
and
that's
the
coated in
Russians get into a
THC oil,
transparent
Oh,
and it's
THC oil.
smokable, so you can
that
smoke
will
that
help
too.
us to restore the
But you
peace
shouldn't
process.
smoke
That would be
paper.
terrible.
In the fight,
That's a
because
bad idea.
You can kill a
shouldn't
lot of
smoke
people
Hey,
without
you're
it.
smoking paper right now. What are you talking about?
That's what we're all worried about, all of us.
Oh,
who
yeah,
burns,
exactly.
hated
This is
this,
that.
been sympathetic to the rebels,
Hold on. What's Bill saying?
not just Americans, but people all over the world. But it looks to me like Russia may have recalibrated what its national interest is and thought about what
Should we just
chaos
leave this in the
Syria
background
might
the
mean
whole
to the
episode? I
region
mean-
and
Relevant.
ultimately
Yeah, and take random
ricocheting
stops to
across
hear
all
them
the way
out.
back to its troubled
Well,
area
that was what
and
we were
its
smoking
settlement.
today.
Ricocheting.
Maybe this is
Yeah,
the
that
beginning of
sucked.
the peace process.
I got some good stuff. Yours is boring.
Yeah. No, I actually did actually buy some. Oh, we're still talking about weed. I should put Bill Clinton back on. Sorry.
Maybe we
I
will
actually did find there's a
see,
lot
an
more
opportunity
fucking
to
just
seize what is
random
the
ass
president of Iran.
like
We have to
smoke shops
explore
that are
all those
legitimately
things
just
and work
advertising
for the
that they
best
sell weed
and
now.
prepare for the worst. That's what you
So when I
always do
went,
in this circumstance.
it was
Meanwhile,
on,
the Israelis
fucking
are looking
Grand
at this
Street. Meanwhile, the
very
Israelis,
skeptical. They're saying
In Manhattan?
it could be a
yeah,
trap.
on Grand Street.
And there's a lot of
It's,
conversation, President
it was
Clinton,
pretty
that the
cool. It was
Israelis
very
are-
cheap.
Are prepared to
It was 30
strike
for an
Iran on
eighth.
their own, unilaterally.
was,
if they did that,
fucking,
Is it,
what would the repercussions be?
Is it K2?
Well, they could be quite significant,
It was
but I
K2.
think they haven't done that.
No,
partly
it
because
they fuck.
they've
I don't
tried
have
to
the
leave the door
packages
open
near
to
me.
a settlement.
I
but
did
they
buy
wanna
some
take
good
a hard
weed,
line on
but-
it because they've
Saving
heard
it
all
for a
these
special occasion?
protestations
Yeah, not
before
for
with
this
no
Your
corny
son's
outfit.
bris.
nuclear weapons, and the program just keeps getting bigger
I'm
and
doing
bigger
it
and bigger
myself. Speaking of
to
the
get
Israelis,
this capacity.
You're the moil?
I'm the moil.
You gonna suck the blood out?
You done know.
You done know.
And that was what we were smoking
moil.
today. Wow.
Wow.
And when we come back, we're gonna dive right into this episode this week. I mean, it's
That's
a
it?
beautiful episode, and it's called
How you been?
Drive. They said. We'll be right back. Prince Becker. Meow.
Fuck you. Are we back?
And we're back. Oh boy, and we're back. What a great break. We discussed a lot of things in that break, Kyle.
I went to the bathroom. I don't know what you were doing.
Oh man, then who was I talking to this whole time about stuff?
I got a guy that lives in my closet.
Oh, well, that guy was very insightful, and he helped me through a lot of deep trauma.
Do you want him to come back?
You know, he
Yo,
gave me
Jeff.
his number.
Jeff, come on. Yeah, say something. Say something. What do I see?
Hey, Jeff. I'm glad you're back. Kind of confused me for a
Hey,
second.
Chris.
Not
Yeah,
Chris.
man. I just wanted to add again. Preparation H cooling, man. It'll help it out, man. I'll tell you right now.
And again, thank you for that.
With the cooling, make sure you get the cooling.
As you said, get the cooling. I appreciate that. Again, my name is Mike.
Make sure you wash your hands if you're gonna touch your eyes.
That's right, because it probably burn for sure.
You ever stayed in the closet all day with the lights off?
You know, you did ask me that earlier, and I thought it would be weird that Kyle would ask me that. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together that was you, but
Sometimes when Kyle's sleeping, I'll come out and I'll just kind of tickle him.
kick him or tick him?
Tickle him. I'm gonna tickle him.
Oh, you tickle him.
You ever tickle some tootsies?
No, I haven't tickled Tootsie.
All right, I gotta go back in the closet.
All right,
I got some
bye.
bacon cooking.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Wow. Tickles your tootsies, huh?
He what?
So on to this week's episode called "Drive." They said, Kyle, what did you think that episode was going to be about when you first heard that title?
We talked about it?
I don't think we did.
No. What's the name of the episode?
Drive, they said. When you saw that title, Drive, they said. What came to your mind?
Well, if I had to think about what I thought prior to watching, perhaps last week, when I first heard the name of it, if I had thought I thought something, or I was going to think it. Drive, they said to me, what I would think I would thought, what I thought if I were to think about it would be, I think they were in a cab.
Right.
And they're getting chased by someone, so he tells everybody's yelling at Becker and telling him that, we need to go faster.
Right.
So he yells at the cabbie, drive, they said.
Hustle and bustle. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
If you had to think about what you thought it could have been, what you think about thinking thoughts, what thoughts would you have thunk?
I think I thought that there was an accident of some sort, and that
Wasn't
This-
someone getting honked in your thoughts?
while this accident occurred, it occurred because he was being honked while getting honked.
He was honked at while being honked?
The honking while being honked alerted him and made him drive forward, thrusting him into the back
At
of
an
a different
accelerated
car.
rate?
At an accelerated rate.
And her throat.
I mean, he was coming through different places at the same time.
If you were to see inertia, it would add. So if it was here, the acceleration came from behind.
That's a very good model of what I was thinking that I thought.
So the honking catalysted was the
Catalyzed.
catalyst for him being honked, and he accelerated furiously.
Into the rear end of another vehicle who looked to sue him. And at the court case, he said, drive, they said. That is what I think.
Well, if we're being honest,
Yeah. Hey,
you weren't terribly far off, I think.
I wasn't.
I didn't watch the episode, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Um,
So these clips
I'm
will be
I'm winging it.
a big surprise for you. But yeah, no,
Honestly, I think I wouldn't have to watch. You could play the clips and I'd get the gist.
right?
I'm going to text that out next week. I'm going to tell you that I watched it. And then
It's not like we really ever use your notes. It's
No, I haven't looked at my book in years.
it's just drawings of your
I just signed my
fucking
name
face.
over and over. My fucking face.
Your fucking face. Damn, I can't see your fucking face when I do this.
Fuck my face. Drive, they said.
That is what they said. All right. So
Yeah.
we were kind of both wrong, but I was kind of righter than
You were more right to the
I was
wrongness.
more
Yeah.
right.
Righter. Paperback?
righter.
Paperback writer. Can you name that band?
No.
I'm guessing you can't.
Nope. Who's that?
Fuck. Uncultured swine. Sorry. This is the Beatles.
Oh.
It's the Beatles.
It's the
From
fucking
Liverpool.
All right. So Drive, they said. Where do we find ourselves in the beginning of this episode? I mean, it's usually Becker coming in, swinging his fucking, thing around, angry about something.
What thing?
This time, we catch him in the middle of treating a patient.
He's already seen patients. It's early morning.
Bad news, Jimmy. You have a severe ulcer. You're gonna have to make some serious changes in your diet.
But I can still eat pizza, right?
With sausage,
Yeah.
meatballs,
Yeah.
little hot pepper.
Yeah.
No! You got an ulcer, Jimmy. A crater, a huge hole in your stomach.
Yeah, I got an ulcer, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
That should have been like, you know how people were bugging out about Hagrid, R.I.P. Bugging out about Hagrid saying, "You're a wizard, Harry."
You're a wizard.
I think you've got an ulcer, Jimmy. Should have been up there with that.
You're a wizard, Harry.
R.I.P.
You got an ulcer, Jimmy. R.I.P. Man.
You got an ulcer, Jimmy. That was
You know, he
sad. I was
also-
sad about that.
You know, he was also in James Bond. He was in the James Bond films.
With
Pierce Brosnan, I believe.
what era of Bond? Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Pierce.
I never really watched the Pierce Brosnan 007s.
Really? Those were perfect from
Yeah.
my childhood age.
Yes.
Fucking, The World Is Not Enough. GoldenEye.
I should watch those.
Die Another
I've
Day.
really only seen the Daniel Craig ones, if I'm being real.
Pierce Brosnan one was alright. Halle Berry was in Die Another Day.
She can give me a pie another day.
Shout out to our top 5 cheaters list last week, Eric Benet.
Yeah. I
All
would've
right.
listened. Jimmy, you got an ulcer.
So Jimmy has an ulcer, and
What ethnicity would you say they're portraying for Jimmy?
that's interesting.
With
I'm
a
thinking
button-down
like,
shirt, maybe buttoned halfway with a beater underneath and some gold chains.
I'm
A nice
thinking
loose
like
button-up shirt.
New York
Slick back
Italian
hair.
kinda.
Really?
They're going for like a New York
Huh.
Italianish type of stereotype. Let's see.
I thought they might have
Scalpers
been
are busy.
Hey, I'm
Guyanese.
not a scalper, all right? I'm an entertainment consultant.
Yeah, well, have you ever entertained the idea of paying your
Bada
bill?
boom.
I'm a little cash poor right now. All my money's tied up in tickets.
So how you gonna pay me?
You like musicals?
So
You like musicals?
he's a scalper
He's a scalper.
who's getting free medical treatment at this
Why do they
point.
call it scalping?
Yeah, that connotes
Do you think
a
there's some sort
very
of
violent,
insensitive innuendo there?
Yeah, scalping tickets. I guess it's because it's
Looking
like
it up.
you're. No, I really don't know why they call it that. because you're not stealing the tickets necessarily. You're selling them illegally. That's what the scalping is. You're selling tickets illegally.
Scalper, the meaning person who resells tickets at an unauthorized price for profit.
Yeah. But what does that have to do with scalping something?
I don't know. It originated in the 1800s. The earliest reference is to theater tickets, but it more often was used late 19th century of brokers who sold unused portions of railway tickets. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Oh.
But we have ourselves in a position here where this person who scalps tickets doesn't seem to pay his medical bills to Becker. Something that we kind of touched on in the beginning of the season, where they're trading favors for medical treatment, and also trading favors for other favors, walking people's dogs so they can get a radiology machine, just doing weird shit.
Yeah, man, this is all under the table. A lot of sexual favors.
A lot of sexual favors. So Becker, he wants this guy to pay his bill, but this guy's a scalper. He's offering him something.
I found
I
the
know.
meaning.
The Beach Boys are coming to town.
Oh, yeah, that's just what I want to see. 5 California raisins singing about how great it is to be out of school. Yeah, for God's sake, when the ramp up to the stage is no longer for the equipment, it's over. Somebody ought to tell those guys it was fun, but it's time for Daddy to take the T-Bird away.
Damn.
Can you sing any Beach Boys songs? Well, he kind of just gave one away right there.
Something. Oh yeah, there's that. No, I do know that one. Sesame Street does a nice cover of it. Good vibrations. Limited good vibrations. Something.
That's pretty good.
Something.
I was gonna say Surfing USA. Everybody's going surfing.
How do you feel about the Beach Boys?
Surfing USA. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
Yeah. Remember when
they were very popular.
Remember when Uncle Jesse became a member of the Beach Boys?
I don't know who Uncle Jesse is.
You know who fucking Uncle Jesse is. What are you talking about? From
Nope.
Do you prefer Uncle Joey? I guess you're more of an Uncle Joey fan.
Patone?
Whatever happened to predictability? Milkman.
So the term scalper was associated.
Wait, you really don't know fucking Full House?
When people would I didn't watch that shit. When Native Americans would scalp someone, they'd go sell the scalp to people. So then they correlated that between railmen who would rip the tickets in half and sell those tickets. And they correlated it between, they're cutting that scalp off and selling it. So they're cutting the ticket off and selling that. So they called them scalpers.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch Full House. That shit sucked. Show was fucking garbanzo ass.
I'm talking about when you were a kid, though.
R.I.P. Bob Saget.
Yeah,
No.
R.I.P. Bob Saget.
No.
Yeah.
I like those twins, but that was about it.
You're a fan of those twins?
Uh-huh. I love twins on ABC.
Twins that are BWB.
Jimmy's got an ulcer.
Jimmy has an
BWB?
ulcer. BWB.
What's that stand for? Big winning bets.
Yeah. Blunts with Becker. So we Jesus Christ.
Where did that start from?
I don't know.
Full House.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse. Beach Boys.
Beach Boys. Yeah.
He wanted to go see the Beach Boys. He was offering him tickets. There we go. Now we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Jimmy couldn't pay his bill. Jimmy's got an ulcer. Jimmy scalps tickets, but Jimmy wants to Trade tickets for services. Jimmy offers the Beach Boys.
Are you doing what are you doing there? Is that a 8 Mile
Seinfeld.
reference? Oh, Seinfeld. Okay.
No, remember in Seinfeld, Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy did. Yeah, Jimmy did speak in the third person. Very similar to the.
Do you think I was doing
character.
Cheddar Bob?
I thought you were doing Cheddar Bob for a
Yeah,
second.
he is very similar. He is very similar.
But yeah,
They
so
probably stole that.
I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they saw that episode aside. I feel like we discussed this on an earlier episode. I feel like they stole that character.
I wouldn't know.
And did Bob. Yeah, you don't listen to this podcast.
Dude, they
Nor
dude
do
Bob?
You watch the show.
No. I'm the talent. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, sure. We leave the doctor's office for a second and catch Linda as she's chilling with Margaret, and she...
That wasn't. Oh, you mean leave his office,
Yeah,
not the
we
whole
leave-
office.
No, yeah, we just leave his office and go to the front for a second, and I think we make a left.
Shit,
then
tell
a
me
right,
about it.
And then boom, we right there.
I always
seeing
leave the
Linda and
back, hit the
Margaret.
front.
Wow.
Reading the paper.
Yeah, Linda's reading.
Did you ever read the paper?
Yeah.
What's your
I did.
paper of choice? New York Post.
Pittsburgh Gazette.
I was into the Seattle Simple.
Caribbean Rhythms. Excuse me, Caribbean Life. Mm-hmm. That was my shit.
Island Poon.
I Want Poon. I used to read I Want Poon.
This is terrible. Reading the paper. She's reading the paper.
She's reading the paper, and I guess she's
reading the missed connection section.
misconnection section. And she thinks that she found a guy who she bumped into on the train the other day.
Our eyes
The
met
old D
Tuesday
train.
morning on the D train. If you're my angel, meet me at Ray's Cafe on Queens Boulevard, 7 o'clock Friday night.
That's tonight. And I'm the angel. See, I was on the train and I saw the cutest guy. Our eyes met and had a conversation.
You ever meet someone on the train like that? You ever lock eyes with a woman and feel like there's a connection?
And then she runs away at the next stop.
Yeah. Well, you
Into the
really
next
can't
car.
Sit, you can't sit.
No,
close
I've
to
done that.
someone.
I've made eye contact. Yeah, not on top of them. I've made eye contact and been like, "Oh, I'm in love with you,"
Right.
and then never to see him again.
Yeah. That's how that goes.
Yeah.
There should be a
You ever
misconnection.
seen any? There is.
Oh,
There's a
yeah?
Facebook or something or Instagram, I think.
I know that they
It's just
took
moved
down,
into modern media.
I know they took down the casual encounters on Craigslist.
Oh yeah, that was a bad day for everybody. Same when they killed Backpage.
Yo, I mean, we all cried.
Some bullshit.
We all cried.
At least we're sponsored by Bedpage.
We are sponsored by Bedpage. Bedpage, your secret's safe with us. Anyway, Linda feels like this guy. So I would always feel too like I don't know, like why would I assume that someone that's writing in this paper is
It's talking
actually
about
talking
me in a
to
city
me?
of 8 million people.
Yeah, like I just wouldn't even. I would never take that risk. I mean, I am pretty.
I'd never waste the time to
Specific.
go to fucking Queens on a Friday night at 7 just to be like, oh, it's not me.
Yeah,
I can't
like,
face that embarrassment.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, I mean, I do have a very specific look, bearded afro
You?
guy. You know, there's not a lot of bearded afro men walking around.
Nah, I suppose not.
There's at least 100. That's better odds
In the city, yeah.
Yeah, there's better odds than like.
Do you think there's a lot of
tall
white
men.
dudes with blue eyes?
Yeah. Someone made sure of that. eugenics. But yeah, for you, like, yeah, that would be very random. Like, I mean, I guess like you're in a small town now, so I mean, it'd be a little easier now.
Here it wouldn't be very random, yeah.
Yeah.
New York, though, I'd never take that risk.
I mean, or you could just go and just be like, hey, maybe they don't see it. Maybe
If you don't
just lock
recognize
eyes
anybody in there,
what if
I'm not wasting that fucking time.
But what if I just lock eyes with the person when I'm there, and it's just like, oh, their person didn't show up. I could just take their place,
and they could tell yours didn't either.
Yeah, or I just think they're talking to me, and I'm just like, fuck it.
I think that's sexual harassment.
Hey, yo, I looked like that guy you was looking for.
Do I look like that guy?
Am I that guy?
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
And you're meeting up with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not that guy, pal. Excuse me. You're not the guy I'm looking for. So as Linda and Margaret is having this conversation, Margaret seems worried for Linda's safety. Hey, you don't just go out there.
Rightfully
what if this
so.
guy is,
Hey, man.
a crazy person?
The 90s was a different time, man. Rape didn't exist.
Becker's coming out of the doctor's office, still trying to haggle this guy for money for the medical treatment that he is supposed to give him.
Jimmy, look, I'm treating you for an ulcer. That doesn't come cheap. You can't pay me cash. Here's what I want. I want 2 tickets to the Knights game behind home plate to watch the Mets play Mark McGuire and the Cardinals.
I'm a scalper, not a miracle worker. Best I can do is upper deck.
Upper deck. Is that right? Yeah. Margaret, do me a favor. Check Jimmy's outstanding bill for me.
Let me get the deadbeat file.
Let me get the deadbeat file. I wouldn't think behind home plate seats would really cover a lot of medical expenses, but
I mean,
maybe at a
Mark
underground
McGuire,
clinic such as this.
Speaking of that top 5 cheaters list, outside looking in on that list, right? Marky Mark, Marky Mick, and Sammy
I was
Sos.
a fan. I was a big fan.
Listen, man, I think all those fucking home runs should count, if you ask me.
Yeah, fuck it. Everybody was on the roidies.
Everyone was on the roidies. Put Barry Bonds in the fucking Hall of Fame. Stop being stupid ass idiots. Put Sosa in 2.
Idiots.
Put McGuire in 2. Stop being fucking dumb. Put A-Rod in. Let's just fucking call it what
Put
it
a
is.
rod in.
Put a rod in. Get a rod in. Take the rod out and put the rod in. Okay? Thank you. Anyway.
You ever worked at a nuclear plant?
I'm not gonna lie.
So he wants Mets cards, ticks.
Watching The Simpsons definitely made me want to work in a nuclear plant.
We should have done The Simpsons for this. I mean, I'm sure it's been done, but that would have been a fun analyzation.
Would it have been?
Probably not. Probably, actually. Better than Becker, are you fucking kidding me? I would have rather watched 2.5 Men.
Do you really want to? You really want to go down that path?
No, because that shit sucks.
Okay.
That shit sucks.
Because I assure you, it is not better. 2.5 Men is
sucks,
not
but
better
it's gotta
than
be
Becker.
better than this shit.
I don't think so. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
It's got the lovable maid.
It does have the lovable maid. Did she
Who has
rest in peace
Who has
too?
a dirty mouth. Yeah, I think she ripped.
Damn, rest in power.
Obesity is a hell of a drug.
Bacon is a hell of a drug.
Fuck, that's right. Shaking
So
bacon. Mets cards, tickets,
cards,
okay,
he
plot
wants to
line. Here we go.
Yep, that's where where we're going. We're going to the Mets game, right?
We're going to the Mets
Margaret
game.
Mentions.
Fuck the Mets. Speaking of them, the fucking Mets, fucking sucking ass. Let's go Yankees. You're rooting for the Phillies, aren't you?
No, I'm not. And also,
What time is it? The Yankees play
fuck
today.
the Yankees.
I got about an hour and a half.
The Yankees are, oh my God, they're, whatever, man. I hope more than anything in this world that by the time this podcast is on the airwaves, we are looking at Houston Astros, Guardians, Padres, Phillies. Just 4 teams that nobody in the fucking world wants to see. Everyone wants to shit on the Mets.
What are you talking about? The Astros have been in that shit for the
No,
last
nobody
6
wants
years
to
in a
see the
row.
Astros. The Astros are fucking cheating pieces of shit. Nobody likes the Astros. The Guardians, y'all just changed y'all racist ass name a couple days ago.
Yeah,
fuck
Cleveland.
them. The Padres, who cares?
I'd have to go for the Padres if that's
The
the lineup.
Phillies, fuck them. And honestly, like, baseball is just random. All right? It
Philadelphia's
does this
killing
shit
it.
every fucking year. Like,
Yeah.
random ass teams. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's gonna be Braves and fucking Dodgers, or it's gonna be Mets and Dodgers, or it's gonna be Mets and Braves." No, the best teams.
Mets and Braves.
No,
Aren't
the
they
Mets
the
and,
same?
No, but they could have went against each other in the NLCS.
Let's
if it
move
worked
on.
Out, whatever. But
Yeah.
But like, look,
Baseball's very
random.
random. You can lose. Anybody can lose a game. It's very easy to lose a baseball game.
All these teams had the highest payrolls ever, and they fucking all lost. All of them lost.
Padres does too.
Yeah. Got Soto.
Yeah, fuck you.
Soto.
Juan Soto. Manny Machado.
Yeah.
Manny Machado, my pussy.
Fernando Tatis.
So he's going to the. Man, I hope he cut the last 2 minutes of this shit. Mets Cards games next.
Because
don't
going to this
put
game.
any of the baseball shit in there. Just put the Fernando Tatis thing in there.
Yes, of course.
Just cut to that really quick and then cut back.
Yeah. So yeah, Mets versus Cards. He's going to the Shea Stadium. Margaret's like, "Hey, you going to
when
Queens?"
did Citi Field open?
Like 2007 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Going
Margaret,
to Queens.
I don't
He's
know.
taking that long trip to Queens.
Does Margaret live in Queens? Because why
She
is
was
she
going to a surprise
Queens?
party for somebody.
For
I
her
think they were having
husband.
it somewhere else or something.
But I thought she said she
I
was
don't know.
having it at home. I don't know, whatever. So Margaret's throwing a surprise party for her husband.
That would be fucked if she did.
And she doesn't want to take this cake on the train, so she asks him to give her a ride. And Becker notices that he was not invited to this shindig.
Fine with
Gives a
me.
fuck.
I'm giving a surprise party for Louis tonight.
Thanks for not inviting me.
Oh, I just asked a few people.
No, I meant thanks for not inviting me.
But if you're going out to Shea Stadium tonight, would you mind dropping me off on the way? I'll have a cake I'd rather not carry on the train.
Come on, traffic's horrible that time of night.
What are you, 8 years old?
Damn. What are you?
Maybe
8
she
years
does
old?
live in Queens. That's fucked.
That's crazy. This lady has to travel from Queens to the fucking Bronx every fucking morning.
It's not easy. You got to go to Manhattan first, right?
Yeah, by train, hell yeah. I mean, unless you take a bus. You could take a bus, but that's fucking brutal. God.
Did we I don't remember where we decided that they are in the Bronx.
I have no idea, but I'm assuming it's somewhere different.
I don't give a fuck.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So we skip to the diner where we find out something very interesting about the way Becker likes his burgers.
Reg, let me have a burger, will you? Well done.
Becker, why do you always have to have it well done? It kills all the flavor.
No, you gotta really cook those things. You ever been to a packing house? It's disgusting. They got blood and ground up meat all over the place, just crawling with disease. It's like Vegas for bacteria.
How do you like your burger, Kyle?
Medium rare.
Yeah.
I believe it goes rare, medium,
yeah.
medium well.
I like medium. Straight down the middle, medium.
Sometimes I'll do medium if I'm not feeling very pinky.
The chick with the big ass?
Pinky?
You mean when you're
Is that a
feeling
cartoon character you like?
You mean like when you're feeling like the porn star Pinky?
Never seen her in my life.
You know about Pinky.
I don't watch male porn.
No, she's not a male anymore. You don't understand.
So Becker likes that shit. Well
Nah,
done. That's
you know,
fucked. That's
it's
gross.
kind of weird because typically that is a stereotype of us people of color because we don't trust meats. We typically like them.
Y'all wash your chicken.
We do wash our chicken. We do all wash our chicken. We wash all of our meats.
Except you in the shower.
Oh, I haven't watched that thing in months. It is a jungle down there for reals. But yeah, no, that is
Pecunious bugs.
Pecunious bugs are definitely on my shit. But no, we definitely wash everything, and we definitely like things well done, cooked all the way through, because we do not trust
No
the
flavor. That's why
quality.
y'all season the shit out of everything, because you cook the shit out of it. There's
no,
no
we
flavor.
also no. There is mad flavor, but there's also
Mad
fear of the meat being tainted and the meat being fucked with because of getting access to poor quality meats
Fucking
in
with your
bad
meat.
neighborhoods and neighborhoods and food deserts and shit like that.
Food
and also,
deserts?
Yeah. You never heard that
fuck
term
is that?
before? Food desert is a place where, like, an urban area that doesn't have access to a lot of, like.
Oh, so it's a food desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a food
okay.
dessert. It's a food dessert.
Do you know how to spell dessert?
Mymeat.
Yes, I get cooking it rare or well, but if you get a steak well done, you're a piece of shit. That's a waste of steak.
Look, man, I mean, I do like my steak medium as well, but it's just like a
Medium as well, or well as medium? You like your medium, your steak medium as well? So you get it medium done, but as well, or do you like your?
I like my
steak
medium.
as well?
Whenever I say medium, I mean it as well. I mean like well done. So when I tell the waiter I like my medium, but I like my medium to be well. Okay, so like my medium as well. It's a very confusing process, and usually I just get it how they give it to me. But whenever I say medium,
bowl of cereal.
I mean well, yeah. No, I think that certain things are cultural. Can't convince certain members of my family to get a steak rare or medium. I just don't trust it.
It's a damn shame. Damn shame.
But they just don't order steak. Jake surprisingly was eating his burger at first, which seemed rare or medium.
Reg, could you do me a favor? Could you put this back on the grill till it's about the size of a quarter?
Rare as medium.
One burger, no flavor coming up.
One burger, no flavor coming up.
Medium as rare. So Becker is like, hey, Jake, I got tickets to this Mets game. Try and roll through?
Buddy.
Let's roll through.
How'd you like to go out to Shea and watch Mark McGuire tonight?
Oh, damn, I'd love to. But tonight's the night I have to visit my grandma.
You're choosing your grandmother over Mark McGuire? I mean, you can see her after the game.
Can't. If I don't get there on time, she hits me over the head with an orthopedic shoe. It's not like I can see that
You hit
coming.
me over the head with a lead pipe. I'm going to see Marky McGee.
Wow. So you'd say screw grandma? I'm going to see the...
Yeah, well, I'm not going to screw her, but I'll go watch the fucking game and then go see her afterwards.
You might have to make up for it. But Jake is like, yo, since you're heading to Queens anyway, my grandmother's in Queens.
Your grandma's in
Hey,
Queens.
you know what? Since you're going out that way, you mind dropping me off at a place?
No.
Come on, John. Last time I was on the subway, within 5 minutes, I got mugged, lost, and felt up.
That's Queens.
Why is it the handicapped never want any
When you
special
die, you go to
attention
Queens.
until they need a ride?
Everyone who's ever died is in Queens.
All grandmas go to Queens.
Yeah.
They need to reboot that franchise, the All Dogs Go to Heaven franchise, and make it about grandmas.
With grandmas?
Yeah.
I'd watch.
I'd watch. Cartoon also. I don't want no live action. Don't remake my shit live action.
I want to see live action grannies. Live action grannies are gross.
Nah, cartoon grannies only. So it looks like now he has to drive
2 people,
Margaret and now Jake, to Queens. He's already, he's cutting into his time to see this fucking game.
I'll pick you up at 6. Don't be late. I don't want to miss any of the game.
Oh, big deal. You miss a few minutes of baseball, the world's slowest game. I mean, all it is a bunch of guys standing
Shut your
around,
mouth, bitch.
spitting and scratching themselves. I can see that here.
It's true.
I mean, look, man, a lot of people feel that way about baseball now. A lot of people feel like baseball's too slow.
I get it. There was a game the other night that went to 18 innings with 0 runs.
Yeah. What is it, like 6-7 hours long? I mean, I don't mind low scoring games because that's part of the strategy. That means the pitchers are pitching their ass off. That's usually a cool also, but I get it. People want scoring, they want the home runs. Which is why they should keep fucking steroids in the game. Becker, disagrees with Reggie and all of yous who says baseball's too long and boring.
Oh, no, Reg, if you don't like baseball, it's because you don't understand it. It's a game of precision and power and speed. Hitting a ball is traveling 90 miles an hour with spin on it. And throwing out a runner at home plate from deep right field on one hop. That's artistry. That's poetry. Throwing a hot dog, a beer, and peeing in a trough, it's close to heaven.
Yeah, nothing says
Who's
poetry
that?
like a dozen guys whizzing.
It's my dad.
That's your dad?
I think so. I'm guessing it's his brother. I don't think that's him.
That's wow. What a different time. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't hear anything Reggie just said.
Well, Reggie. Well, Becker was talking. Becker was talking about how great baseball was. And I think Reggie's convinced. She's down to go.
Okay, I'll go.
I don't recall inviting you.
Oh, well, after Jake turned you down, I didn't think you had any friends left.
I got plenty of... 6 o'clock, okay?
Everyone's meeting up at 6, so now Reggie's going along for the ride. And it looks like someone else overheard that there are being rides to Queens.
Dr. Becker, Margaret said you were driving out to Queens, and I was wondering.
Oh, crap. Margaret?
Could you drop me? I gotta meet some guy I've never seen at a place I've never been. It's real important.
She says that so
Important.
weird. Why does she say it like important? Important. I don't know. It's so weird.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
It's kind of getting me going.
Yeah.
So now they are all in his car. And I mean, like, this is just typical 90s sitcom fucking...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
View from the front, looking back.
Oh, they're just in the whip. All of them car-related jokes. They're shitting on his car. They're talking about how shitty his car is, how shitty it smells.
It's pretty shitty.
Becker, I've been sitting here for 10 seconds. I'm guessing that's a record for a woman in this car.
Look at that. It's already after 6. Let's get going here.
If this thing looks like it smells, you should just drive it right off a bridge.
Hey, Jake, you know what smells great? The subway.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Kyle, if you were to make a guess, an assessment, how would you guess Becker's temperament is when he drives? What do you think he is like as a driver?
I'd say he's cool, calm, collective.
Interesting.
Collected.
Interesting. You would think that.
Come on. If you're gonna drive that slow, you shouldn't even be on the road.
John, it's a hearse.
Just because it's too late for him doesn't mean he has to ruin it for the rest of us.
Damn.
That's fair.
It's crazy. I mean, and they don't really they don't like his driving.
John, what's your hurry? Did you knock off a bank before we got here? Hey, you want to drive? You know, I couldn't do any worse.
Blind Jack.
Stevie Wonder used to drive.
I'm sure he still does.
Do you believe that he's not blind? Shaq proved it.
I'm sure he did. He threw a
You
basketball
never
at
heard
his
that story?
face. He threw a basketball at his face and he caught it.
Oh, and he caught it. Yeah. No, you never heard that story that Shaq
No,
told?
I did. Yeah. Shaq tells a lot of stories. You know, Shaq also told a story about how he told, he told Biggie or he told Pac? He told one of them, "Hey, don't go out tonight." He saw them the day they told
Did he really?
Hey, I wouldn't go out tonight if it was me. I wouldn't do it. Don't go out.
Damn, he knew.
that's what
Stevie
he claims.
Wonder was wrapped up in some shit.
Yeah.
He must have been wrapped up in some dark shit. And I'm not talking dark because you can't see. I'm talking just evil.
The dark arts.
Yeah, I've got an ulcer, Jimmy.
How would you describe yourself as a driver, Kyle? Or do you have road rage? Are you
Oh, I'm a good driver until I get road rage. Like I'm a cool, calm, collected driver, and then I get road rage, and it's like, I definitely get it.
Yeah.
It's
I do curse a
unfortunate. I
lot.
wish I didn't.
I do curse a
yeah.
lot, but
I'd be flipping people off.
But the thing is, I get pissed off because I'm a very cautious driver. So when I see people being not cautious,
bitch.
You know, motherfucker, I'll run you over, motherfucker.
You ain't even got a car.
I don't need one. Literally run on your
What's
ass.
that mean?
Me, I'm gonna stomp you
Alright.
out, fool. So Becker, he's getting a little too pissed off.
Did you see that? The son of a bitch cut me off. I had the right of way.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get that guy's license plate. He's a menace.
John, he's stopping!
And so he gets into an accident. How many accidents
Someone
have
saw
you
that
gotten
coming.
into?
Two.
Two? Only two?
Two.
In your entire
Yeah, only
life?
two. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Two. Both in New York.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
One of them I was in. One of them I was on the BQE, stuck in traffic, passed out, 90-degree heat. Woke up, hitting the back of a semi.
Damn.
The other one was going to Coney Island down Ocean Ave.
I do remember that one.
Yeah, that was bad. I had just smoked a bleezy, and I hit a Russian family going to a birthday party.
Didn't you get into a car accident in a
Smart car.
Smart car?
And
car to go?
it was a car to go. Yeah. Yeah. I pretty much beat the shit out of that thing, and I had to pay $250.
Yeah, car to goes, man.
So if you ever wanna, they're gone. Those things are gone.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great time to be alive.
Yo, those car to goes, man. Woo-wee.
Derek outran the cops in one once on accident. Did you remember that? He was driving one, listening to music really loud, and he didn't notice the cops were following him. So he went like half a mile or a mile without stopping. And then when he finally noticed, they approached his window at gunpoint.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He didn't have a license either. But I guess they didn't check. I don't know what was going on.
Dog.
Yeah.
That guy has
Wildin'.
That guy has matrixed his way through so many fucking close calls.
It's amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But yeah, you ever been in a wreck? That's the only wrecks I've ever been in.
I've been in a couple.
That's the only thing I've never been in a fender bender or anything. That's it.
I've been in a couple. I'm surprised you haven't been in anywhere where you weren't driving. Were you in anywhere you weren't driving?
I think I was. I think someone rear-ended. Oh yeah, my parents got rear-ended once, but that was it.
Yeah, I feel like I was in a couple
think.
with my mom. Driving myself.
Mom's a bad driver.
Nah, a few of them wasn't her fault. Someone ran a stoplight, I feel. Someone ran a stop sign. There was one where our brake stopped working, but she wasn't driving. There's a few.
Damn. You shouldn't be on the road.
Me driving. I've been in 3? No, 2.
Damn.
Well, one was definitely my fault. Fucking driving that fucking food truck where I hit some ice, making a right. I hit some ice, and that shit just slid right into somebody's fucking Mercedes fucking wagon.
Damn. Parked car?
Yeah, he was parking. He was in
Did
it
you
too.
skedaddle?
Nah.
Oh, damn.
Nah. I can't do that. Not in the company vehicle. But
Company car, that would ruin a lot. Did Luke's have to pay for it out of their insurance?
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. I mean, the truck was fine.
So just to be clear, we both crashed a company vehicle from the same company.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was very nice about it. I was like, yo, I would be pissed, bro. I don't know why you're so nice about it. He's just like, nah, man, that's my insurance, man. I was like, all right.
Shit happens. That's nice, though. He saw that company vehicle. He's like, oh,
no, we're good. We're good.
This is good. We're cool, man. Don't worry about it.
And I wasn't afraid of getting in trouble because it was ice. I wasn't speeding. It really was just fucking.
Yeah.
You know.
They thought I was going to sue them because they put me in a car with no air conditioning and 90-degree heat.
Yeah, you probably should have.
And sent me out at 2 a.m. and I didn't come back till about 3 p.m.
Yikes. Fucking yikes. Yeah. What was the other time? This fucking piece of shit fucking drove into me, made a right turn into me. That wasn't my fault either.
That's what I did to that Russian family. That one was my fault, without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about driving and drivers. It kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of making me feel like there should be some sort of like list,
like
like a top 5 drivers of all time. I don't know. What do you think? Top 5 drivers of all time.
I think life is a meaningless pit of bullshit.
Isn't it? Number 5.
Who is the best Family Feud host, in your opinion?
Louis Anderson.
Same. Actually, same. I love Louis Anderson.
Louis is great. Who doesn't love Louis? Number 5. Top 5 drivers of all time. Donald Driver, wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers.
He was great. I loved him. He was my favorite.
So all of the all of the sounds are going to be car sounds.
God, I hate this shit.
Number 4. Top 5 drivers of all time.
I'm gonna say Tiger Woods.
It's a good guess, but Mrs. Puff.
What was that? A lot of SpongeBob references lately.
I know, right? That's interesting. Number 3. Top 5 drivers of all time. Sully Sullenberger. You could drive a plane, right?
Pilot?
Yeah.
Hey, drive the shit out of a plane.
Yeah, fucking save those people's lives.
That was crazy. That was some cool shit.
That was some cool shit, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, top 5 drivers of all time. Transporter. Jason Statham.
Who's number 1? Oh.
Boy, I'm Jason Statham.
What
Number
do you
1,
mean?
top. Number 1, top 5 drivers of all time. Although this is a little controversy, probably 1A, 1B. Thelma and Louise.
I would have said who was ever driving Princess Diana.
Damn, son.
Who's driving Miss Maisie? Was that the movie?
Miss Maisie? Miss Daisy.
I don't know. Miss Daisy.
Morgan Freeman's character?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know my top 5 list?
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Top 5 drivers.
Let's
the
go.
actual list.
Wow.
Number 5. The guy who drove OJ in the Bronco.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's number 5.
Number 4. Whoever drove Princess Diana that night.
All right.
Number 3. Whoever was in the movie Drive.
Ryan Gosling?
Number 2. Who was ever driving Kennedy that day? And the number 1 driver of all time. Anyone who's ever driven while getting road dome.
Wow. And that is your top 5, Kyle's top 5 drivers of all time. So that means potentially one of our listeners could be a top 5, the number 1 driver of all time, if you've ever gotten road dome.
You ever got road dome?
Oh, I have.
Herman, it's me.
In that same truck you crashed?
No comment.
It's
I
true.
I do kind of have a top 5 worst drivers, but I kind of like, I don't know if it's being that what your list was, I kind of don't feel as bad about it, but I do have a top 5 worst drivers of all time.
Let's hear it. Don't
All
play
right.
the music again, please.
I kind of have to.
Put Bill Clinton on in the background, if anything.
Put Bill Clinton in the background? Oh, that's actually pretty, that's good. That's a good idea. Because it is more of a somber
Tired of that
list.
fucking song.
So I think it's a nice cautionary.
Top 5
reminder
worst
that-
drivers of all
pretty good.
time.
That you go into these things with your eyes wide open. If there are commitments made, they
Christopher
have to be kept
Reeves.
and verified. But I think on balance,
Driving
it's
the horse?
positive. The president
Yeah.
seems to have a rapprochement with the United
Yeah.
States, and we just have to make sure that if we do
Kind of
this,
didn't do that the right way.
That's all right.
That's why I think
Number 4.
President
Top
and all of
5
his
worst
advisors
drivers
right
of all
now, they're trying
time.
to figure out now what's the best way to do this. Should we have lower level meetings first? Should I meet with
Kyle's
John,
sex
talk about
drive.
this, and then see what happens? And meanwhile, they can't
Accurate.
take their eye off the ball.
You could have
And
put that
still
in number
one-
2 at
one
least, but
test
that's fair.
of the
I
good
appreciate
faith of
that.
Iran and Russia will be whether president outside.
How can you
actually
be a
identifies all those
how can you be a
weapons and
top
gives them up.
5 worst
So,
driver if you don't even exist?
That could trigger a whole set of positive
How do you kill
things.
somebody with no body?
And
Um,
we need it. The
number
people
3,
need it.
top
I
5
just,
worst driver of all time.
Saw the
Sully.
Jordanians.
Sully.
today.
I mean,
They
if we're
talked
being
about
honest,
They've got 500,000 Syrians in those refugee camps.
The
This is
pilot
really
again?
tough, you know?
yeah, I mean,
So
he could have avoided
I mean,
those
he didn't mean to
geese.
hit those geese.
That's what I'm
No, you
saying. I mean,
couldn't
he
have.
kind of he put himself in danger,
things
if we're
here
being
at home
honest.
as
So
well.
you
You
know.
can't avoid those geese when you're
budget,
taking off in a
we're
fucking
looking at yet another
500
If
mile
you're
an
a
hour
good driver, you
beast of
can.
a fucking plane.
over,
Now he
funding
was a
You think
good
you
enough
could see
driver
the
to
little geese?
land,
Strip
but
out the funding.
the taking off is a part of
Healthcare
it too.
reform, the
So
president's
you know,
so-called
you got to
That
do
one's
both.
dumb. Replace.
Is there anything more
you
the
have a
president,
replacement?
the Democrats could have done to keep this country
Yeah.
from
Don't.
heading
Okay.
into yet another
Number
one
2
of these
worst
things?
drivers of
You know,
all
the,
time.
When the Republicans
The
decided
9/11
that
guys,
not
you know,
raising
whoever,
the debt
you know,
ceiling
that
was better than closing
that's some
the
bad
government.
driving.
Whoever goofed that one
But
up,
it will amount to
Yeah,
the
whoever
same
fucked
thing
that
if
up.
we can't
that's pretty good.
get any more money.
And
So
the
mean
number
those government
one.
members of
officials
Congress who voted to spend
who
this
flew that
money
drone from the
and now
ground.
don't want to vote to pay
I mean,
for it.
what do you
But
always say, Kyle?
I don't know what else he could do.
Jet
I
fuel
don't
can't
think
burn
he can be.
Steel beams.
You can't say
Mhm.
a previous Congress passed
That's all I'm
this
saying.
bill.
And the number one worst driver of
We're
all
implementing
time,
it.
no question
We don't
about
like
it
it.
at all.
Therefore,
Adam
we're gonna
Driver.
shut the government down
Fuck
and
that
destroy
guy.
the full.
Yeah.
And that
yeah, he's a cuck.
was the top 5 worst drivers of all time.
Nice. Nice.
There we go. And back to the episode. So where we last left Becker in this situation is he got into an accident, and he was obviously at fault. They're arguing
Yeah.
back and forth. Jake
Road
is like,
rage.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then it seems like
Crazy
this
man.
dude starts having an episode.
Oh, great. What is this? You're injured all of a sudden? Very original.
You're just jealous because you didn't think of it first.
I'm really not feeling so good. You got pain someplace? My chest. You gotta
He's
give
doing
me
the
a doctor.
classic
I am a
left
doctor.
arm grab.
Oh yeah.
Give me another doctor.
You on any medication?
No.
Margaret? His pulse is
Viagra.
weak.
Yeah, he's losing color.
2 times a day, every day.
I'm taking 400 milligrams of Viagra and Cialis. I'm doing a little combo cocktail.
Doing them both? Yeah.
I'm snorting one, then I'm porking the other.
Porking? Suppository Viagra?
You know, they said the anal
I didn't know they made
membranes consumes the drugs faster. So
It does.
they take
People
him
in
to
my
the.
high school used to put tampons soaked in liquor up their butt. Not me, though, you know.
Did you hear that ding?
What?
All right. Anyway,
Was it ding?
there was a ding. You probably didn't hear it.
Ding
So they
dong.
take him to the hospital. And who do we find ourselves seeing? Beloved Black Doctor.
I don't care what the EKG says. That was more than a hyperventilation
J.R.R.
episode.
Tolkien.
Dr. Becker, I appreciate your concern, but we get this quite a bit. I mean, you did hit Mr. Halky's car. He got all worked up.
It was not my fault. The guy stopped short.
You hit him from behind. It's definitely your fault.
Stop, shut
It's
up.
your fault. It's totally your fault.
Trust me, Dr. Becker, we got it under control. Good night.
And thus we have the other plot point in this episode. Becker is, you know, he seems to
You don't believe him.
not think that the doctor's analysis is correct. You might not know this, Kyle, but this guy who is playing the doctor,
I
he
feel like
was
I've
all,
seen him before.
oh, he's been in a lot of shows. He was in a lot of shows. Most of them, wow. Yeah. So he He did random episodes of The Parenthood, the Robert Townsend show that I watched a lot as a kid.
Never seen it.
He did an episode of Diagnosis Murder, which I used to watch as a kid.
Never seen it.
He did 3 episodes playing Gary on In the House, which was the LL
Never
Cool
saw it.
J and Alfonso Ribeiro and Kim Wayans show. Great show. He did 2 episodes as Teddy on Living Single, another classic. He did 2
Never saw it.
episodes on Hanging with Mr. Cooper, playing 2 different characters, a show that I liked.
Wasn't Mr. Cooper the super?
No, Hanging with Mr. Cooper was a show with Mark Curry.
Never seen it.
Can't believe you don't fuck with Mark Curry. Anyway,
I never had cable.
These were network television shows. He
You're a
did
network
2 episodes of Family Matters, which obviously loved that. He did a lot of just random television episodes. He was on
He's one of them
Bold and the
guys?
Beautiful. He was on Bold and the Beautiful. He did
might have been where I saw
CSI. He did Jag.
I think I saw him on CSI. That sounds about
Without
right.
a Trace, Days of Our Lives.
He made his rounds. He must have made a lot of money.
None of these are as a series regular, so. But shouts out
You
to
get a
Kevin
good pop
Richardson.
off every one of them. Shouty Kev Dick.
Kevin Dickinson. Dixon.
Dick
Kevin
and her son.
Nah, never mind. Kevin Dixon. He's at odds with Becker in this episode. And Becker's kind of hanging around. He
2
still has an
doctors clashing.
Two docs.
Classic.
Ass to ass.
It's just 2 docs getting it in. Huh?
What? So
2 docs, 1 ass.
they you know, the rest of the crew, they're running extremely late for all of the things that that they were asking Becker to drop them off at. Becker's lingering around the hospital. They start
Well,
complaining.
yeah, meanwhile, they're just
you know
sitting
what?
there. They're in Queens and they're just sitting there waiting.
They drop them off into the borough they need. They probably just need to get on a specific bus or train, and they get there themselves, or they could just call a cab. But
Get a fucking
instead,
cab.
they just fucking wait and wait and wait, and I don't know why. Until Becker says, "Oh yeah, you could drive yourself."
Just a couple of things about the car, though. D on the gear shift doesn't necessarily mean drive, so you got to anticipate. Oh, yeah, and if you step on the brakes, the car turns to the right. So if you want to go straight, you got to turn the wheel hard to the left. Oh, hey, one more thing. Keep your shoes on. The gas pedal gets real hot.
I don't know why you would take your shoe off anyway.
I don't know. Some people do.
Some people take
If
their
I'm on a
shoes
long
off
road
to
trip,
drive,
I'll take my shoe off.
and you'll
Yeah.
drive with your sock,
Just straight foot. Yeah, it feels good. It
just
feels
straight
weird.
foot.
Well, some people, if you're wearing flops, like people in California, I'm going to do it all the time. New York, I would never do it. Plus the possibility you having to get out the car and hit a lick and sprint.
Yeah.
Possible.
What if you got to hit a
Can't
lick
do
and
that one
sprint?
shoe.
Yeah, come on. Becker's still, they, I guess, were like, these are too many instructions. Fuck this. We're not driving his shitty ass car. They say fuck it. Becker, he's
The
still
hot gas pedal was a weird one.
That was very weird. Just keep your shoe on. I don't
know how that happens. Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess they're sticking around, still waiting for him. Becker goes to check on the person who he rear-ended, which, I mean, he probably should be in big trouble for this. I mean, this is not cool, bro. Like, you can't just, like...
He basically chased someone down.
You can't just rear-end someone like that for no fucking reason, and then they get hurt, and you're just not in any trouble. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
And everyone knows you
I believe
rear-ended
that's called
them.
vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah. But either way, Becker, being the doctor that he is concerned for this guy's well-being. He notices that the pain in his chest moved to his back. He's like, oh, wait, this is weird. I know what's going on. We should do a CAT scan. Kevin Richardson, Kevin
CT.
Dixon, is not... Dr.
Like,
Dixon,
fuck
rather.
that.
he's not with it.
Right. Well, I hate to fly in the face of your months of experience, but I have seen this before. You know, hardened artery splits, rips right out of the heart, usually with smokers. I'll bet he is a smoker. You're a smoker, right?
Oh, I'd kill for one right now.
You know what, Dr. Becker? I know you would love for this to be a pre-existing condition because that would leave you guilt-free from the accident, but I'm sorry. Can't help you. Now, are we done here?
Your patience, your call, doctor.
Are we done here?
Are we finished or are we done?
This one's left, this one's righty. Get any closer and we'll get fighty.
Say good nighty nighty.
Yeah. So while all this is going on, Jake is resting on some dude's shoulder. Fucking Reggie, she bags a doctor real quick.
Yeah, can you believe that? But you have to tip your hat to anyone who has the precision and power to hit a 90-mile-an-hour pitch with a spin on it that far.
You like baseball?
Are you kidding? I love it. The artistry, the poetry, throwing a hot dog and a beer, and you're pretty close to heaven.
Amazing.
Put a hot dog in a beer?
Yeah, fuck it.
They prefaced the beer hot dog straw?
I'm saying. It came from somewhere. So yeah, she bags a doctor.
Most cultural revolutions come from Becker.
I'm noticing that more and more as we watch.
Yeah. Columbine, 9/11. The cancellation of Fear Factor.
Yep.
You believe this? I can't get anyone in this hospital to listen to me. The guy's got severe back pain, and Doogie Howe's in there and says it's a muscle spasm. You know what? I can't do anything more here. Come on, let's go. Hey, come on. I thought you all had plans.
Now all of a sudden he wants to talk about plans.
Lewis's party is over. I planned it, I threw it, I missed it. Now I get to go home and clean up after it.
Yeah, Dr. Becker, what if because of you I missed the chance to meet the future father of my children? How will I explain that to them?
Thanks to you, my grandma will never speak to me again.
Oh, come on. What is she, 97? Just call her up and tell her you were there.
Wow. Wow.
Dementia's a hell of a drug.
So Becker has ruined their night, I guess, although they could have just like done their own thing. But you know, sitcom.
Sitcom.
But right when Becker is about to leave, they're all finally about to get the fuck out of there. Guess who shows up? Dr.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh.
Oh.
Nope. Dr. Dixon.
I took your advice and I ordered that CAT scan.
Dick, son.
It showed a dissection of his ascending aorta. We're prepping for
Damn,
your
son.
How did you know you were right?
I didn't. You said he was fine. He said he wasn't. I thought he knew better.
How did you know you were right?
Thanks. You kind of saved my ass.
Hey, come here. Listen, this happens to all of us.
Come here.
This happens to all of us, man.
Come here, baby. It's all good.
Is that what your girl said when you nutted too quick the first time?
Yeah. First she said,
"Damn, son."
And then she was like, "Don't worry, it happens."
First she said what?
"Damn, son."
That's so quiet. I can't even hear it.
You couldn't hear it?
No, it's very quiet.
"Damn, son, where'd you find this?"
Yeah, it's so quiet.
Oh, you haven't heard any of the Hermans either?
No Hermans.
Damn, I've been playing Mad Hermans this whole time.
I didn't hear
I
a
thought you
single
just
one,
hated them.
thank God. I never heard them. Not once. I can't hear the Herman. I could hear the damn son very faint, but never a Herman.
That's unfortunate.
I thought we were just gonna have a good episode here and not fucking have some bullshit.
That's fair. So anywho, Yeah, I guess Kevin Dixon, Dr.
Saved his
Dixon.
ass, man.
See, he got his ass
Was a
saved by the
dick some
Beck.
dumbass.
I mean,
Never question the Becks.
I mean, to be fair though, I mean, why would I just listen to some random doctor off the street? I mean, I guess you are a doctor, so doctor to doctor, I should just pay attention, but
Doctor to doctor. You got 15 minutes.
I do.
Till you got to be to that 12-step program.
Yeah, I know. I'm at step 2. Electric Boogaloo. So we end up heading towards the end of the night, and it seems like Reggie and Becker are in the whip together, and it seems like they're having a pretty nice moment.
Why does everything happen to me?
Hey, look at the bright side. You saved a man's life.
Yeah. But 3 home runs.
It's amazing. And the same night, I got to see you save a man's life and whine like a 3-year-old.
Well, it's all part of my charm.
I'll give you this, Becker. An evening with you is not dull.
Thank you.
Wait till you.
So, where am I taking you to?
Oh, I know a great sports bar in Bayside.
Sports bar. You're gonna take her to a sports bar?
Bayside.
She doesn't even like. Ow.
And thus the ending of the episode. Becker drives Reggie and her date to Bayside to some random sports bar. And that was Drive, they said.
Drive, they said. What a dumbass bunch of shit. Oh, Bayside's right by the Throg's Neck.
So you can get home pretty easily.
Yeah.
If he does live in
There's
the
the Whitestone and the Throg's Neck.
If you could rename this episode, Kyle, what would you rename it?
You got an ulcer, Jimmy. Nah, I'd probably go with 3 home runs.
3 home runs. Interesting. If I was to rename this episode, I would rename it The Transporter. Because that's what Becker was. He was transporting. Oi. My name's Jason.
I'm going to go with
I'm the Transporter.
I'm going to go with part-time chauffeur.
Part-time chauffeur.
Chauffeur for sure.
Chauffeur
That's
for sure.
my final answer.
Okay. Chauffeur for sure. And the Transporter. Okay. That's it's interesting. The next episode.
It's like we're finishing each other's breakfasts.
Right. The next episode, which is
the last episode,
the season finale.
Thank fuck.
Of season 1.
What a shit ride.
I mean, one can call it shit, or one can call it a roller coaster filled with dips and rises and dips again.
That sounds like a roller coaster.
Steep descents. Some
loop-de-loops.
shit.
It's shit.
And let's see where this roller coaster will have us end, at least on this leg of the journey. The title of this episode is called Regarding Reggie.
He's going to hit it, obviously.
So that's what you think is going to happen in the next episode?
Becker and Reggie are going to...
Interesting guess. If I was to make a hypothesis based upon the title given to me, I would think that Reggie has to get checked out at the doctor's. And when he checks her out, he discovers something.
His love for her?
No, he discovers a medical ailment of some sort.
I don't think she'd go see Becker. What if she had to like pop her top off?
You think she has great insurance? Being the owner of that.
I don't think she has any insurance.
Okay, well that's why she has to go to Becker. Who else is gonna see her? I mean, she could trade some fucking burgers for.
What about that doctor she was popping off at the Bayside Sports Bar the night before?
I don't know what type of doctor he is, though.
Would you ever trade sexual favors for medical
Yes.
assistance?
Yes.
Have you?
If I can get a dentist appointment right now that included a full everything that I need, I'd do so many sexual things.
Breast augmentation?
So many sexual things. So many.
Word. They call me Dr. Dental.
But I think that Becker finds out that she has this ailment and he doesn't know how to tell her, so he seeks advice from others regarding Reggie.
That's a pretty good guess. That's a very in-depth guess. I don't give a fuck anymore, so I'm just throwing out some bullshit to get this shit over with.
You might be right, though. I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Or I could be right. Who knows? And we'll find out whenever we fucking decide to do this again, because my name is Michael Morton.
I've probably regretted most of the choices in my life. There's been a couple that have led me down a good path, but only to end in sorrow and pure disappointment. Not to myself, but regarding everyone around me. And I've lived a pretty good one. Can't lie, but every day has just been like a roller coaster with dips and rises and dips, loop-de-loops. And I'm tired of it. But you know what we do? We push on.
And that's been another episode of Blunts with Becker. See you guys next week, folks.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?